Hi, I'm Anton, and in this video we'll be exploring Ha Long Bay in Vietnam. Ha Long Bay is a popular tourist attraction and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It offers a number of activities including boat riding, canoeing, swimming, rock climbing, horse riding and more. So let's go and check it out. Ha Long Bay, or Vinh Ha Long in Vietnamese, means Descending Dragon Bay or Bay of the Descending Dragons. The bay's attraction comes from the thousands of limestone karsts and islands that are spread out over the bay. A number of naval battles have occurred in and around the bay, and on 3 occasions the Chinese Navy was prevented from landing in the labyrinth of the channels in the Bay Dung River near the islands. A famous battle with Mongolia is often retold by the guides, where in 1288 General Trang Hung Do stopped the Mongol ships from sailing up the nearby Bay Dung River by placing steel-tipped wooden stakes at high tide in the bay. He then provoked the Mongol army with smaller ships and led them into the trap where held them until low tide. At low tide, the spears punctured the Mongol ships, sinking the Mongol Kublai Khan's fleet. A number of people live on Ha Long Bay in 4 fishing villages named Cao Vang, Ba Hang, Kong Tao, and Vong Vinh in Hang Tuong Commune. Ha Long City. The people live on floating houses where they fish for around 200 species of fish and 450 different kinds of mollusks found in the bay. To reach the bay, you can drive to the docks and buy a ticket for the boat ride, or have it as a package from a tour operator. A number of caves and places can be visited in the bay, where you can do activities such as canoe riding, rock climbing, cycling, horseback riding, swimming, and more. There are multi-day cruises where you can sleep on them. Being a famous tourist destination, almost all hotels and tour operators give packages to the bay. Be wary of dodgy operators. If a deal sounds too good to be true, it is. Normally it will be a wreck of a boat with poor service and very bad food. Always stick with well-known tour operators and pay that extra $5. It is said that over 2,000 of these limestone rock formations dot the bay, many uninhabited. Limestone is dead coral that turned into limestone rock over years. Coral normally only grows in around 5 to 100 feet of water. Thus, all of this was once underwater. Most of the tours stop off at one of the fishing villages, where you can buy local food, take a swim in some cases, or go for a canoe ride. Do know that time is normally limited, so you'll have to choose between a canoe ride or swimming. The fishing villages used to make their living solely by fishing. However, with a booming tourist industry, many have now adjusted to cater for tourists. Some of the villages have floating restaurants where they will cook up freshly caught fish, or you can ask them to wrap it up and your chef will cook it for you if you do an overnight tour. There are a number of spots which you can go underneath the openings in the karst mountains and enter an enclosed area. It's almost like being inside a volcano. Do not be surprised when smaller skiff boats pull up alongside your boat while sellers try and sell you anything from fruit to necklaces through the windows. Most tour boats have a nice upper deck that will allow you to have very good views of a bay and limestone rock formations. Most tours will stop at one cave, with Dong Ting Kung and Surprise Cave being the 2 most popular. Unfortunately, you do not know what cave you will be taken to on the day of a tour, as it depends on the boat operator who decides on the spur of the moment. On multi-day tours, you should be able to visit both caves, including one of the beaches on the larger islands. On some of the larger islands, there are hotels where you can overnight, as well as do some rock climbing, horse riding, and a few water sports such as canoeing. Stalagmites are rock formations that rise up from the floor of a cave due to the accumulation of material deposited on the floor from ceiling drippings. Stalactites are formations that hang from the ceiling. One of the rocks in the cave resembles a woman's breast and is a famous fertility rock. People come specifically to rub the rock in hopes of having children. If your spouse hugs or rubs a rock, your family might just get a little bit bigger. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification icon so you can be notified of new videos as I release them. For guidebooks to Vietnam, Cambodia and Thailand, see the links in the description below.